the second live that because you guys said I was buffering, so I accidentally ended the first one, and I made a second one, but I forgot to put it public, so I had to back out of that one and do it all over again. Hopefully, I'm not buffering this time. But again, Tay Tay and I are here out at Nancy Guthrie's home at 2:28. We are going to leave here and take the map path that um, Nancy Guthrie's daughter put out. Yeah, I know, I'm back. Jeez. Um, it's been nothing but mistakes. I'm tired, okay? But at 2:28, we're going to take uh, Annie put out a map that she asked everybody on that route if they would check their cameras. So Tay Tay and I are going to um, show what that route looks like. But yeah, we came out to Nancy's house because a lot of people have asked me, how dark is it out here? Literally. And y'all, I'm sorry, I'm afraid to move because if I move, I'm going to buffer. But you can't even see my hand barely. But over that way is her driveway and it's dark. You can't see nothing. I mean, we've been here for 20 minutes and not a single car has passed by. I mean, that just tells you how quiet this neighborhood is. It's scary quiet. And we just had a bunch of coyotes go off just a minute ago. So that sounded super close. So I'm counting down the time that we can get back in the freaking car and leave because, yeah, the coyotes were real close. I'm not liking it. But yeah, I mean, and there's, all of her flowers and everything over there. Hey, Freeside. Hey, Gen X. Hey, Skunk. But there's her flowers and everything over there. Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to move from this spot because apparently right now I have a good spot to do the live and I'm not going to buffer. I don't know why my phone's buffering so bad. But we got here, I think it was at 1:47 to show, at the time that the camera was disabled. And the reports that we've been given is at 2:48. No, I'm not walking. I'm actually just standing here right now because my reception is horrid. So I'm standing here in one spot. Um, I sound sexy, Paisley. I'm trying to whisper because there was dogs barking earlier, and I don't want them barking again. I don't want to disturb the neighbors. But yeah, we got here at 1:27, I think it was. I guess that's when the time, or 1:40, 1:47. I'm sorry. The time that the camera got disconnected, and then right now, I mean, we've been here for over almost a half hour now, getting close, and not one single car has passed by. And it's spooky. I mean, we've had coyotes like maybe a block away. Hey, Pax. Hey, Amy Jennings. And then behind me in these bushes over here, I heard rustling. I'm just hoping it's not a javelina because those suckers are mean. Hey, private investigator. But yeah, I mean, people wanted, I want people to see exactly how dark it is out here. And granted, tonight, the moon is a lot brighter than it has been. If I remember right, the night that she was taken, it wasn't quite as bright, but it's still dark as shit, and you can't see. It's like right now, you can barely see the lights, but over there, in that spot right there, is her driveway. That I still swear that there was a vehicle sitting there. Nobody would have seen it. Lights off and everything. Nobody would have seen it. um, and took her out that way, you know. Yeah, it is spooky out here. Hey, Amy Jennings. It's like deadly. The only thing you hear out here is crickets. You're, oh, damn it. I moved. Is that better? Please tell me it's better. Heavens, baby, make sure to. No, we're not doing a sting. We came out here to show at the time of night what this neighborhood looked at the time when the perps came up and disconnected the camera. And here in a few minutes, we're going to be leaving again because it's 2:17 right now. Pretty soon we're going to be leaving and taking the route that Annie Guthrie made. She put out a map showing a route from this house. I mean, a really wonky, weird route. I mean, this route you don't really see anybody. You don't come across any main streets for quite a bit. See that flashlight through the bushes? What, behind me? No, that's just a house light, and Annie's or Nancy's uh, memorial, or the all her flowers are over there. But as soon as it gets to 2:20, close to 2:28, we're gonna get back in the car, and then we're gonna get ready to leave because her pacemaker disconnected from her phone at 2:28. So we know that she was away from her house at that time, and then we're gonna take this route out that Annie put out to basically show everybody how many cars you're actually going to pass by, which is next to none. Um, we've been here since 1:40, and we have not seen a single car. Question: does anyone know where they started digging around? No, I have no idea. So, do you think they use the driveway on the left? Yes. No, on the left. If I'm looking at Nancy's house, it would be the driveway on the far left. Because I think they used one on the right towards. See, Gen X, you saw that video I did, right? With the where I highlighted where there's a vehicle in the driveway. Um, I still swear there's a car sitting there. And you know those drag marks, like those two wheel marks that came around the side? I'm pretty sure if that was there before the police showed up, I'm thinking that must be the way they took her out, and something in wheels, because those ruts are really, really deep. And it reminds me, like when I take my mom's garbage out sometimes, if it's really heavy, it'll leave deep grooves in the gravel. But see, I don't. You guys probably can't see Tay Tay, but she's over there. The Nest Cam pointed out towards. No, the Nest camera actually kind of pointed straight out in the front. You can put more to the left hand. So if you're looking out from Nancy's house, okay, if you're like at her front door, it would be the driveway because it curves around. It'd be the driveway on the right. Um, and then it pointed out towards a little bit on the driveway, you know, a little bit of the driveway on the right hand side. But her garage is over here on this side, and the driveway that I'm talking about is over here. But if that's because I'm looking at her house. Hold on. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, you're missing it. There are more Nest cams than. Let's see, have they shown those videos yet? Sorry. Sorry, Gen X. If the question is, "Good morning, Miss Polly B," my question or my theory is she's an 84-year-old woman who got scared to death, yanked out of her house in the middle of the night. She has heart medication that she has to take every day. She is on a pacemaker. I am not sorry, I just heard something in the bushes again. Um, I am not thinking she's with us anymore, sadly. And if that's the case, whoever did this is going to be a capital murder case. I see a white figure walking back and forth. Well, there's Tay Tay over there, but see, my phone's not even focusing. Focus, because I can't see. Okay, thanks, Gen X. Yeah, explain it to me later, because I'm tired. Okay, I woke I woke myself out of a dead sleep, and yeah, I'm a little sleepy. Yeah, I don't think, sadly, I don't think she's made it. I mean, it's been, what, 57 days now, without any of her medication, and she's 84 years old with a pacemaker. It's the odds are pretty low. Hey, Northeast. Thank you. Hope you have a good day too. See, I can't walk across the street because if I move from where I'm at right now, I'm going to completely lose my reception. The reception around here sucks ass. I think Gen X. I think it considered a capital, or could be considered capital murder because she died in the commission of a in the commission of a felony. She died during it or because of it. Um, I have to look up the definition again. I'm trying to remember. But we got 4 minutes, and then we got 4 minutes, and then we'll begin. Oh, okay. You know what you're seeing right there? Is that what you're seeing? This right? I keep covering. That is it's a sign. It's a sign. Let me see if I can turn my flash. Oh, lovely. Now it's not giving me the option to turn on my flash. But okay, if I lose you all, I will be back. So stay put. But this, what you're seeing, it's a no trespassing sign. Oh, yeah, you're still with me. Who do you think got Nancy out of? Wait, so who do you think? I haven't the foggiest idea who could have taken her from the house. I really don't.
It's 2:25.
Okay.
If you want to leave, I told you no one's gonna come. Um, is that driveway where the track marks were from?
No, the track marks came from like over here and were drug around
To
this
that
way,
front door,
past the front door,
all the way this
all the
way.
way over to this to right about there.
Okay, so it wasn't all the way to the driveway, to the end of the
No, I
driveway.
don't think it was all the way to the end of the driveway.
And you said where was the car that you were showing in the video? Where do you think?
Right at the end.
Here.
Yeah, in the driveway, just
Oh shit.
off the street.
Oh shit.
So that's why I said that those marks look like it was dragged.
Because like she walked with a cane. She's 84. She's not gonna walk that fast,
And
right?
it wouldn't be a walker because it'd be drag, pickup,
Like
drag, pickup,
exactly,
drag.
exactly. And she didn't have a walker. She had a
Yeah,
cane, but
she had a walker too, I think.
oh, she did have a walker
And
too.
it's not a wheelchair because there would be another set of
Yes.
wheels.
So like the push walker, she had one of the push walkers as well.
Yeah, but that's why I was saying the garbage cans because the width to me looks the exact same width as garbage can wheels.
Wow. This is being out here at night. at the time.
Yeah, I
I
mean, well, the
did.
guy had a bite light in his mouth, so we know that.
This is very hard-headed. Okay, so 2 points.
Gen X, I mean, shit, anything at this point could be possible. I mean, but Tay, Tay, Tay.
57 days ago, we leave it.
Yeah, it's 2:27, and start drinking. Okay, bear with me a second.
We are leaving. So that way, at 2:28, the pacemaker will be disconnected from her phone.
Okay, let me close up my gimbal.
Okay. Yep, it's 2:27, guys. We might be a little time off, but
Okay, you guys, when I start driving, I will not be able to read chat very well. And what I do with my keys? There.
it's scary quiet. Yes, hit the like button. Let's see if we can get the 50 likes. So we are now leaving Nancy's home, but we want it to be here at
Because
the.
you got the.
Oh, shoot. All right, I'm a bad co-pilot. Yes. Okay. So we are now going the way of
The
uh,
Annie's map.
Annie's map. Oh, crap. No, Shantae. No. Okay. Okay. All right. It's still there. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to
The
make
stop
a
sign.
left. We're going to make a left at the stop sign. So now, okay, y'all, it's 2:28. So at this, oh,
There's the stop sign.
this is a race car drive. I'm just joking. So at this time right now, I'm gonna pull the seat up because it got like the gangster lean. I need to sit straight up.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, son. Mm-hmm. He like, let me lean back. Tata need to lean forward. So right now, there is we are going the way that Annie's map said. Now, when BGE told me about the map that Annie released, I'm like, why did she release? I'm still confused as to why she would release a map because it's like, ma'am, how would you know which way?
Did I keep
Oh,
going?
yes.
Just keep going
Yep.
straight.
We're gonna make a right
Stop
at
sign.
the stop sign.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I'm sorry, guys.
I hate this.
I gotta take my jacket off. I'm sorry. I got y'all probably moving everywhere. I'm sorry. I gotta take my jacket off. It was a little chilly outside, and now I'm warm. Okay, so we're going right.
See, the map that we're following is a map that Annie put out,
Uh-huh.
a very specific route that she wanted everybody on this route to check their cameras. And I don't know why Annie picked this specific route,
Uh-huh.
but there has to be something with it because, like, maybe backward, I don't know,
I,
because this is the first time I've ever driven it, but all I can see so far,
oh crap. We're supposed to do a U-turn.
huh,
Turn, do a U-turn. Sorry.
to be lost.
My bad. I was taking my jacket off. Because it did say something, but I didn't have the sound up because I really don't, want everybody to know the area. So we're gonna make a left.
There,
Mhm.
I can see.
So okay, so you were saying that this is the map that Annie.
Guthrie put out.
Yes.
Yeah, she put a very specific route. I mean, this is definitely not a route I would take to get out of here. This is very going through the neighborhood, avoiding a lot of homes.
Cameras and
If you notice that most of the houses are very set back.
oh, oh that I
I'm
want.
noticing that now. That all these houses, there's a lot of bushes in front. They're very far set back from the road.
That's interesting.
Now to where do I turn?
Okay, you're making a right. Sorry. So Anna Dog Mom says, I believe she was trying to throw people off by sharing the map. It's
I
just it's just interesting that she would share.
I'm not I'm looking at all these houses.
Mhm.
They are so far set back. except for maybe like this one, but there's a lot of bushes. You're not going to be able to get a good view of the
Of
vehicle.
any cameras is from your CCTV footage, and a lot of these to the back.
Yeah, I mean, like this one here to the left. I mean, maybe.
That's a long driveway. Yeah,
Okay.
that's I just it's it I no, I don't want to say I expressed concern, but I was just like,
Which way?
keep going straight. Until we get to I think First Avenue, then we're gonna make a right.
Okay.
It's just interesting that she would release a video, like not a video,
Um,
but a map. And number one, knowing that,
I'm seeing why though. I can definitely see why, except for like that. But
yeah,
there's been maybe 3 houses this whole entire way that has a good shot,
that
clean
one,
shot,
yeah.
for that have a good clean shot of any cart driving along this
So you think that that's why she said this route? Maybe this is a route that the family that people that live in this neighborhood take to leave, because this is what the GPS the GPS brings me this way when I'm going a certain way.
road. Oh, it does.
Yes, if I whatever like GPS address I put in, it
Yeah.
takes me out of her neighborhood different ways, but it has taken me this way. So maybe this is the way that the neighbors take, the people that live in this neighborhood.
Well, it's anybody who probably knows this area, in
Yes.
and out of this neighborhood a lot.
Yes.
They know this. But we're also not far from LD's house,
Oh, this is Jesus Christ.
right over there.
Okay, so she said we're not far from the Daly family house. This is crazy.
Yeah, they're like around the corner back that way.
Now that true crime, we're gonna make it right. That true crime that
First
I
car
was
that
saying.
we've seen since we've been out here.
Yep,
First car, and it was like a cleaning
that's a
truck.
cleaning truck, and
Second car that
Pima
we've
County
seen.
Sheriff, 100,000 cars. Man, what? Where? What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
this is the second vehicle that we've seen.
He's trying to make it seem like Tucson is bigger than what it is, but okay, we're gonna make a left.
Right here.
Oh, yep. Is it this one?
I don't know. You got the map.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm still a little tired,
See,
y'all.
and we have avoided all lights so
We have
far.
avoided all lights. I agree. But this is very specific. This map is very specific. And it's from one location to the next. Like this map,
It ends at Bashes. I mean, which is, I mean, from
kind of
there.
weird.
Well, from there, I think you can actually get to the highway from there.
Okay.
I think. I
Okay.
haven't. I won't know until I get there.
Okay.
But
Does it
see,
go by
there
the
haven't
house
been
with the
any.
Kia Soul? And that's Daly's house, right? It doesn't go directly
No,
past
no, no.
Daly's house.
We already passed his neighborhood.
Okay. They were
There,
asking, but
but
it's
see,
not
there's
too
not a
far.
single house here that looks
There are no
this.
houses and there aren't any street lights.
Oh, that is a sharp turn. Well, that house has a good view, but
Yes, it does.
I don't even know if they have cameras.
This is
But I
crazy.
mean, for the most part, most of these houses, there's either freaking cactus bushes and trees right in the front,
Yes.
not a good view. And if someone, I'm not flying through here, I'm actually going to speed limit because I'm not going to get in trouble.
Even though they ain't out here. Everybody's sleeping. They're like, this is a nice neighborhood. Where are the children at that are knocking over people's
Which,
mailboxes?
like,
We're going to keep on straight. And just so you know, we are passing the first
mm, mm,
stop
which way?
to the right. So just hold on before you go.
Hmm.
We're passing the first stop, right?
Okay.
Okay. So on this map that Annie released, it has multiple.
I
Oh,
think there
hold on.
was a like locations that she was trying to
Next stop.
put. I think she was trying to put to, mark, so someone can make the, because otherwise, if you put from point A from her house
It's
all the
going.
way,
It may
it's
take
gonna
you a different way.
it's gonna take you a different way. She wanted this specific route.
So we put stops on here. And okay, so we're gonna keep going, and then once we get to the next road, we're gonna kind of make a left, which is one of the main roads.
And
And I don't know if
I
this is
think
like the back way to the highway. Go ahead, I'm
I'm not
sorry.
sure, but I'm wondering. Oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It'll come to me here in a
Okay,
second. Which way?
sharp left.
Sharp left.
Mhm. That's a nice house right there. Okay, wow, this is crazy. We have not passed not one street light.
What
Wow.
road are we on right now?
This is I don't want to say it.
I'd
Ruda. Mhm,
Rudisill?
mhm,
Oh, Rudisill.
mhm.
And I remember Rudisill coming up a couple times. I don't know why. Well, besides Alex's accident here.
Okay. Oh, that's where it was around here.
Yeah, because I came out of the wash right up here, and that's where that camera guy was right here at the end.
Oh,
And that transformer thing, I think, might have been his because it was found, and he was walking around in that wash.
oh, the camera guy.
Yeah, one of the camera, some camera or some guy that. This is
This
the first stoplight.
okay.
Oh,
This is the
for
first stoplight that we're coming to.
see,
Wow.
there's businesses. There's an ATM right
Yeah,
there.
there's gas stations.
Which
So
way?
we're gonna be making a left. I think I have you in the middle.
Mm,
Hmm. And then we will be at the second location. So this is the first stoplight that we have come to.
for some reason, it's not. 'Cause I thought we should have been going that direction on Oracle. Okay, well, which way are we turning on Granada or whatever that's called?
It says we're gonna make um we're gonna make a left at Ginamatas. Didn't we just come? Oh, it's bringing us a different. I'm not sure. Hold on, guys. Let me just.
I think somehow the because we should have been going the other direction. I thought we'll figure it out here in a second.
We're heading towards Circle 79.
Okay, okay, sorry.
No, it's
My
okay.
bad.
And I don't know the street. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even. I got the cameras to the sideways, right? To the sideways. Like my mother, she be taking pictures and the camera be all here. I'm like, hey, I'm over here. Um,
Yeah,
but
sorry guys.
we're just following the map.
I
And
can't see the chat, so
if you give me a street name, I won't know where I'm going, y'all.
me
I
neither.
still use my GPS. So
I get lost in a box without my GPS.
they say yes, the transmitter was they found on the search.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that was the camera guy because he picked all of us up and he moved, because he was out walking around and it would make sense that his transmitter would be out there because
Yeah.
that's how they broadcast.
And he saw the what's the name? He saw the accident, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be making a is this it? Hold on. It's a stop sign. I think it is here.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sometimes I
Here.
can't tell.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, so this is
See,
around that area.
okay, now go to the next
Okay.
location.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna so this is the next stop. Okay, so right here. I think you could do a are we doing a U-turn?
No,
Oh,
shouldn't
it's
be.
going to the next stop.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it should go right to the next stop.
I'll hold it for you because it's not safe. You holding the phone like that is not safe. So I'm gonna turn it this way for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you
I
can
can
just
see it.
glance over. Sorry guys, I gotta do it like this. If I would have brought my camera thing, then I could have put mine just right in the window.
Right. You should have brought your little.
I forgot. I was just this whole case is just so weird and scary. I agree. We just I don't
See, this route is still kind of unusual. I'm still perplexed as to why, because now we're like circled around and kind of going back the
going
same
back
direction.
in. Mhm.
See, I think something like that because
I don't know. I really don't know where um or why Annie I could say why, right? She wanted to people to look for her mom. Oh, I thought that was a what is that? Oh, that's just a no parking sign.
yeah,
Oh no, that's a neighborhood
neighborhood
watch.
watch.
Well, y'all did a horrible job with the neighborhood watch. Okay. God forgive me, I shouldn't have said that.
Mm,
Or maybe I should have said it online, right? Um, but
somebody's doing this to me.
mm, African house. This is just okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get my thoughts together. It's just weird. Um, the map that Annie put out. This is like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
This is like a 40-minute ride.
for some reason, I think it sent us now we're looping back up to
It, oh man. Okay.
because when we came out,
So the
we should have
GPS,
we should have went right or
okay. So I'm assuming that the GPS still took me the way that it wanted to take me.
yeah.
Because this
'Cause
GPS literally got us going in circles. Look at this. It has us going in circles. So I said which route I wanted it to take.
and
All
it's
right, so let me, okay. If you want to stop and let you look at the map
okay, yeah, we'll
and
stop it.
look at the other map too. Okay, so this is a, was that your car? That must have been the reflection.
Yeah, it must have been because the ghost car disappeared because I didn't see it anymore. It was
Okay.
freaky. I know I saw those headlights and it
Right? I'm
must have been
like,
a reflection.
like this car's coming directly at us.
Which
It's saying bear to the right.
oh my god, this is so weird. I don't want to stop sitting in the neighborhood. I'll have to wait till we get to a main road. Yeah, because when I thought you were gonna accidentally sleep past this, I put the map in my phone,
Oh,
and it when we were at when we hit Oracle, it should have been a right on Oracle. That's why I was like confused. I'm like, why are we going back this way?
yeah. And she knows Tucson way better than I know Tucson, guys. Um,
So we're gonna circle back around and go right back out.
Probably. And all of this looks the same to me. Okay. I told you I'm a city girl. I don't understand. So I'm trying to understand. So it's literally probably just taking us in circles, but you know how the GPS is, right? So we map this out. We put the stops in, but the GPS is going to take you like, oh, this is the better way. We're like, no,
We don't want
we
the better way.
told you which way we wanted to go. And all of this looks the same. I swear, this looks like the back roads of Virginia. Make a right. Sorry. This looks like the back roads of Virginia. And everything, if you have ever been to Virginia or the back roads of any down south place, why would they park their car on the street?
Good question.
They don't have any parking spaces in the yard. Wow. Um, I thought they said no parking.
Well, that's just a
We're probably totally out of her neighborhood now,
oh
right?
yeah, we're completely out. We're not anywhere near it.
Okay.
Turning out that way.
I thank you for inviting me to come
No,
because
I'm glad I didn't have to do this alone.
yes, I feel like someone said, I think Poker Junkie said,
No,
it kind of puts things, Raven said, make a left, puts things into perspective.
which okay. Yeah, it just made us do a big ass donut. What the fuck?
It brought us in a circle. I could tell you, sometimes Sheila E, aka Becky, aka Esmeralda, sometimes I just give my GPS different names, right? She just does what she wants to do. But okay, so once we get to
I'm hoping it's
Yvonne Drive, we're gonna make a right. But I can say it may have taken us in a circle, but I can say this, besides henna Tamalas, it's like twins. Himalas is twins in Spanish, but it's Geneta Nalas or something like that. Um, Besides that street name, the other streets I don't see. These are not repeat street names.
no.
We're gonna make a right.
Yeah, no, it made us go into a big gigantic asset circle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, we see another car. Okay.
And I can't tell if they have a stop sign or not. Nope, they don't.
All right. That's the third car. We are very shy of 100,000, you all.
Even if we got sidetracked.
Okay.
And no, that's not the
Hannah
perp car.
Matas. No, that's not the perp car. It's white, but it's not the perp's car.
Right.
Okay. I'm with BGE, Behind Green Eyes. Nana. I knew your name. My brain was trying to connect with saying the person's name that that wrote it. Wow, look at that, y'all. House on the hill. Okay.
No, which way?
All right, we're
Keep
gonna
going.
keep going straight.
I guess might as well just follow this dude.
Yeah, because this is probably the way to the main road, right?
Sorry, you guys, we got a little. Dude,
We
why
have
are we going so slow, dude? You're freaky.
he going up a hill too.
I know, but you're freaky, dude. Just get.
This is so beautiful. These houses are so nice. Okay, so let me see.
That was weird. He's like slowed down in front of that house. Dude,
Yes, yes. So Mark has left. Mark the shark, he's left. So
Dad on live is left.
Dad's going live has left.
The only people are us left.
Yeah. And they said hi BGE. Nana said hi BGE. She was traveling with Mark the Shark. We're gonna make a left here. So we're back on Henematas, right?
I,
Okay. So we're following this vehicle. This is probably the way out. Thank you for joining us because I know this is in the middle of the night. I'm not even there and I'm scared. I'm getting back under my electric blanket. It's definitely scary and it's being out in front of the house.
that's the worst.
Yes.
I just want to
It's
say,
just
I just want to say again, guys. Sorry, I cannot read chat because I'm trying to drive, and this is a twisty, turny road.
and I would read her chat, but look, I have if you all see I have this,
Two phones.
I have my phone, and then it's like, girl, you can't even tell me where to go with the GPS. So I'm like a horrible passenger
She's
driver, right?
she's a bad sidekick.
I'm a bad sidekick. Okay. All
Okay,
right. So what's gonna happen is now,
be going right.
yes. So what it did. We just passed this. You're right. It did take us in a complete circle.
Uh huh.
I have no idea why. Um. Okay. So hold on before you make the yes. So now look at this stupid thing. It's telling us, look, it's telling us to make a left, go
Yeah.
do the U-turn, and then but you gotta make a right. Yeah, you know what to do. You see, you can't trust my GPS. Now, y'all know I have trust issues because if I'm in Excel, I double check Excel. Isn't that crazy?
Focus, camera, focus.
Okay, so you may have to pull over for a second. This is not. This
Just
is telling me to do a U-turn. Can I make
here,
it go
from
to the
here.
next stop?
Yeah, just I was to say from here, put in that stop, the Gervat or whatever it is.
Is it green toes?
Green toes.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so because it's trying to tell me go back to Circus Day, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry guys, let me put this up. Remove the next stop. Okay, so now where are we going? Okay,
green
all
toes.
right, now we're going to Green Toes. Okay, which Green Toes is right here, right up here on the left. So we can remove that one too.
Oh yeah, okay. Here's roller coaster road. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so I'm gonna say remove the next stop. Right. Hold on.
Oh, you want
Well, you driving too fast. You driving faster than I can use my fingers.
Hmm?
Okay, so look.
So straight.
No, you want to go straight?
Well, we're supposed. This is roller coaster road.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
You moving faster than the GPS. She trying to catch up. She says she's still sleeping. Right? PGE is gone. She like, I know where I'm going. I'm like, I don't. I'm a visual. I don't. Right? And the GPS is like, I'm still sleeping. What?
Okay, this
Okay.
is kind of interesting. Oh, you know,
What?
mm,
What?
you remember that guy that was trying to put that backpack over that little fence thing?
Yes,
And
that's that looks like that
that looked
area.
like that house back there. We are gonna have to do a flippy bitch.
Okay, you want to do a U-turn?
Yeah, so I just gotta
Oh,
figure out because I just want to look how I saw because it had like those wood columns
okay,
and that little wall.
okay,
I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna flip a Yui.
right here.
Sorry, people.
Yeah, these people sleep. They don't even know we're out here. We can be. Wow, look at that house. Okay, and we're not on a ravine, so that's the only thing I get nervous about when I do U-turns and stuff. I'm like, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
How far is that drop?
But
Right?
remember that the guy who that had the two backpacks,
Yes, I remember
and
that.
they said it was a certain amount of miles from Nancy's house, which this would be pretty close.
Okay,
Because when we first just turned in here is when I happened to look. It was on my. It'll be on over here. It was at the beginning.
okay.
Um,
Because if we didn't do that big U-turn type thing, then we would have been over here by this
Okay.
time. So you could
Not
park over
not
here on the
this
side
not
if you
this,
wanted to see. Okay, over
but
here.
no, okay, I don't see like a fence. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
It just the style of it just looked, I'm sorry guys. It wasn't exactly a squirrel moment, but I just saw something that was visually
It wasn't a squirrel moment. That's always me.
it was something that was visually similar. So I wanted to do a second look because the guy with the backpack, it looked like, he was in a car park, like kind of like those, but the car park he was in had like gate doors. So you would go into a back. So sorry.
It's okay. No need for sorry. It's
It just caught
just
my
like look.
it caught my attention, and I just remember seeing that, and I'm like, we're gonna go back and look at that.
Thanks. I think that says X cat. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see. And my eye. Something Kathy. It says it didn't hurt to check.
Right. Thank you.
This police said this lady spell check, spell check. I got trust issues. But do you know sometimes if you put stuff in Excel, you have to double check? And sometimes my numbers were wrong. And I'm like, okay, Excel, I see I can't trust your ass either, huh?
I see why they call it. I see why they call this roller coaster road, for crying out loud.
Yes, it's definitely a roller coaster. So it says, I haven't even seen a business since the gas station. So the only business that we just saw from when we did the U-turn was Green Toes. I
Yeah.
used to go to that nail salon all the time. It's natural. Oh, it's expensive. You spending $80 for a manicure and a pedicure. They don't do any acrylic or nothing. It's all natural.
But you're right. We haven't
This is
passed anything but that one gas station
that's it.
off of Rialto, or what was it?
Rudisill.
Brutisville.
Yeah.
Rialto. Oh my
There are
God.
no businesses, which, besides that area, which there are a lot, there should be a lot of cameras. The gas station
There was
have
an eight.
cameras,
There was an 18
the
back then.
ATM, those places have cameras, but other than that, but that took us some time to get to that.
Well, yeah, it's from Nancy's house. If we, after we got past the gas station,
Yeah.
our turns would have been a little bit different. But that was the only light that
Mm,
we've come to
correct.
this
And it
whole
took
time.
us what, 5 to 7 minutes to get to that? Guesstimating?
Mm, 10, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, 10
Maybe.
minutes. Maybe 10 minutes, she said. And I knew that at that time.
See, here's another intersection, but there's no. I mean, I can't see any cameras, and this is just a stop sign.
This is just a stop sign.
Do we
It's
go straight?
normally,
Yes.
yes, we go straight.
And
Okay.
were any businesses? Oh my
Oh,
gosh! First car, second first car.
mhm.
Well, I mean, for how long has it been since we last saw our other first
Yeah,
car?
there are no vehicles out here at this time. And I agree, they definitely knew the area.
They had.
I can say this.
Shoot, sorry, guy. I had my brights on.
Um,
There are a few businesses up here.
uh-huh.
It looks like maybe, but
Maybe that's a business. Or is that a school? Oh, that's a church.
yeah, I'm wondering. We've got to be out of that radius where they did that 1.5 mile.
Mm.
I mean, we're out of that 1.5 mile radius.
I would think that the radius should have been way bigger than 1.5 miles
They should have
anyway.
started it at 1 mile, then went in increments of like larger and larger.
I mean, I feel like they should have used the community, right? We
Right.
could have did searches, the grid searches. I just feel like so many people have said, here's a school.
Yeah.
Um,
And to go to Bashes, we're gonna go. Well, we can only go that way.
straight up, and we're gonna make a right. Is this the last
This is
stop?
Lulu.
Oh yeah, this is the Lulu Walker School. So I have a picture of the map. I'm going to put that on my community page.
Yeah.
So you all can look and see um the di the route that we were taking.
Yeah, and I'll put that.
And we don't know how much recon they've done, right? They could have they talk about January 11th, but who knows how long they've been doing this surveillance. I don't want to say that, they were masterminds, but we're at day 57 and it's just like we're at day one.
All right, we're back to square one.
Back to square one.
But this is the route that Annie said, and it ends at bashes, which I'm hoping.
They said make a right. Oh, we're supposed to make a right there.
As we pass,
Driver, yeah, I'm
he
sorry.
is the worst
I'm telling you.
person.
Oh
In the
my
entire
gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the camera to make sure I'm in the right area.
She's
You gonna do a U-turn?
well, it does not end at bashes, right? Or no, that's
No,
telling
this
us
is
to turn.
this is yeah, it's telling us because we missed a turn. I'm sorry. Well, you could turn in one of these little side things right here.
She's fired.
I'm fired. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Well, at least we look. We know he's sleeping. He's like, hold on, who the hell is coming over here?
Right.
Okay, all right. So here
Now
we
I
go.
gotta be.
I'm gonna hold the phone to her again, right? I went ahead and put it down. But we are close to Basha's. The map that Annie released.
Now where am I supposed to turn right?
It's on Kalamasa or something.
Right here. Yeah.
Is that Kalamasa? I don't think that's called. It says the next one.
Oh. Oh, so
Is that Kalamasa though? Or Kala? I can't see the sign.
girl, I'm
That was Klamath.
Klamath. Okay, yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Look, I don't. The GPS is tripping. This is where the GPS is telling me to go. We got her doing
Yeah.
donuts in the middle of the road, right?
Yeah, but if I get pulled over,
Ain't nobody out here. Pima County Sheriff, they all sleeping. Make a right.
if I get
Now,
pulled
why wouldn't she tell you to make a right there? I'm telling you, I don't know these roads, y'all. I still use my GPS. And my thing, evidently, she's still sleeping. She is still sleeping. How is she gonna tell us to go up and make a left? And this is the where I mean, go up, make a left, like do a U-turn, and we all we needed to do was make a left. That's all we needed to do was make a left.
I think it was doing that because if we passed it, so it was
Yeah,
telling us to come back.
but it's like common sense, right? I don't know. I don't technology. You all know. Y'all are on my channel. I'm sorry, I'm yelling at your people too.
Her
Um,
GPS is
Technology doesn't work for me. Technology is like, girl, bye, make a right. It's just weird. And they're like, well, why did your phone
is
do
it
this? Make a right.
okay? Are we going to bashes or is it taking us back to go back to?
I have no idea where it's taking us. I don't. It's supposed to be taking us to Bashes. Lord Jesus, this is the we supposed to be going. It says to Bashes. I don't know, y'all. It's taking us back to Lulu. Why is this doing this? I have never set this up like this. Okay, so let's remove this stuff. Okay, now we're going to Bashes. Now why? Now why would it do that?
Okay, which way?
Make a right. Wait, hold on. Let me see what this says. Because this is saying we're 12 minutes away. Hold on, guys.
Oh, she is so fired.
This is this needs to be fired. It shouldn't be me. Bashes is not this far. Look at this.
Yeah, no one's paying for gas. I'm paying for the gas.
Look at this. Isn't Bashes supposed to be quick? Let me see.
It was like around the corner from the school.
Okay, so, all right. So let me remove the next stop. This is okay. Now it should be taking us to Bashes. Let me see. Nope, it's taking me back to 55. What the hell? Okay, so let me just put Bashes in now.
Yeah.
From here to Bashes. I don't understand, y'all. I'm fired, right? I'm totally fired. But it's time. It's really not my. It's saying it's 12 minutes away. All right, so let me see where the Bashes is close to here. Because where are we?
I don't know. I'm lost now.
Well, I need you to look at this because I'm.
Hold on, guys. We Confucius. Um. Wow.
We
Fuck a
are
duck.
going. Right? Should we just Google the Bashes closest to there? Closest to here?
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, so let me just tell you all. We have totally um before we did this live, before I laid down to take my little 3 hour, 3 minute, 3 hour nap, we mapped this out. Now,
It
why
came out correct when we mapped it out, but now it's deciding it. Yeah, we'll
is
just.
weird, right?
I don't even know if I've even put the right freaking bashes in there, but which way is it
Because
said to
this is
go?
saying it's 12 minutes away.
I know. Which way do I go?
Oh, let me just press start. It says
Right.
make a right. Oh, so I guess it's taking. I don't know where the hell it's taking us, you all. I don't know. It said Google Waffle House hack. D. Garrison is hungry. This is the third
Okay,
time you
you
said go
know
to the
what we
Waffle
just
House.
did?
What we did it. Look, there go Lulu School again.
We did a complete circle. I knew if we just would have went straight.
Because literally, when you all see this picture, right? When you see the picture when I put it on my community page, you're gonna be like,
Fucking dead.
okay, y'all are going to be look, we're going around in a circle. We're passing Lulu's school again. You're gonna say, damn, Tay Tay's GPS is tripping. Was Tay Tay GPS drunk? Because it literally was taking us in circles, like, and we mapped this out. I don't understand I don't know what Siri, aka I'm against Tay Tay is doing. I don't look. We just passed this. This is crazy.
You know, when the guy turned off, we should have just kept going straight instead of flipping around.
Um,
Because it,
this I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. Esmeralda just she didn't do me right. She didn't do me right. 4 more likes. Can we get to 50 likes? Okay, pick a spot that you can see the name map from there. And it's crazy because we literally put
yeah,
Lulu Walker to school. We put Green Toes. That was another.
seriously, guys. Yeah, when she sent me, because I told her the directions, and she sent me her copy of the map, it matched up perfectly. I don't know
It
what the
really did.
I don't know what the hell her
The
GPS is.
GPS said, "I'm gonna take you the way I want to take you. I don't care that you mapped this out 3 hours ago. I'm
Because
gonna change this."
if you remember, the bashes was like 0.6.
Yes, it was very close. Now it's saying it's 12 minutes away. So I have no idea where this is taking us, guys. I don't know. Maybe we will end up, maybe the phone is like, we know where Nancy is
Right.
and we're going to take you all, but we need the FBI with us. We need backup. We
It's
can't do this on our own.
it's acting like Randonautica.
I got one gun. This is not going to work, right? It was like, we like, pow, pow. This said, make a right.
Yes, this is
But
actually.
don't listen to this, right? Or you can go which way you want. Because if you listen to this,
I know.
we may be in Africa tomorrow. In 5 minutes, we're gonna be in Africa. What? Okay.
But the long story short,
Mhm.
since we have done a complete, I don't know what we've done,
Yeah.
but I mean, I can see the route that she did put out. You do not cross, except for one major, or not even a major stoplight, but you do cross one stoplight. Then a stop sign that you crossed another intersection. But they're really, I mean, shoot, they could pop out anywhere and nobody would know where they came from.
Yeah. Someone said that she grew up in the area, so probably knows the roads well enough to guess which way the perp would have gone.
Who?
Annie.
Right.
Mhm. And if the police are saying that if law enforcement was saying that they didn't have that they check the cameras and they don't see the vehicles, then someone that is a Tucsonan can say, well, let's map it out this way.
Right. I
But
mean,
from it, it goes directly across, and we see, minus the maze, right? Minus all the nonsense, we see that we went from point A to point B, and we really didn't see any cars and not too many businesses.
I see. Oh God, yeah, we came out by the Orange Grove Pass,
Yeah.
and if you turn,
Here we can go back that way. You want to go
um,
back to that?
we'd have to go. Well, see, there's
What?
bashes right up there.
Oh, over here. I know where I am.
Yeah, if you keep,
Bashers is up on the left,
if
right?
I think if you are, I could be wrong, but if you keep going out this way, it'll take you directly to the freeway because
Oh, wait, no, the freeway back that way. This is heading towards Oracle.
Oh shit, I'm like, so
Yep.
see y'all.
This is my neck of the woods, so I do know where I'm going now.
Yeah, y'all. I get lost in a box, but everything's
Did I get lost in a box? That's funny. I've never heard that.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. So this is taking us back to Nancy's house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, skunk. I just saw whatever just happened, but I saw a bunch of bloop, 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 delete. I think
Yeah.
that's skunk. I can't tell. I can't read it from here.
And yep, you're right. Skunk deleted it. Shout out to Skunk being moderator extraordinaire, right? Okay, so let me see. Okay, so let me see.
But
When you hang out with people,
but regardless, I mean, you guys can tell that we've seen what 6 cars. It is now after 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's a lot of people who.
oh, it is 3. Oh my God, we are out and about.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars, maybe 8 cars all night long.
Yeah, so I don't know what I was about to say the president. I don't know what the sheriff is talking about.
Yeah.
100,000 cars.
Maybe
And
just keep
we
on
don't
the
see.
pinata.
Hmm.
God,
We were on La Cañada. I saw La Cañada and something.
we just passed one.
Uh-huh. And a lot of these streets they turn into other roads, guys.
Or as people
And
say, La Canada.
La Canada.
It's La Cañada.
Yep. They don't notice the tilde on the end.
Uh-huh.
Um, it says
But regardless, even if they came down Orange Grove Road, it's still
if they came down Orange Grove, they have a better chance of being seen.
yeah. I mean, there are these places here, but the way
Mhm.
Annie's map, if we were able to follow it like it
It's
was
dark.
supposed to,
Yeah.
it's dark. It takes you through neighborhoods,
Yep.
it winds you through, and it drops you off to where you can get on the main road and go right to the highway. So I remember looking it up in because it's not Thornydale that it drops you off by, but down basically towards like Thornydale, you know,
Yes,
and Thornydale's not very far from. I mean, it's like damn near right next to the highway.
it is. But Thornydale has a lot of businesses.
Yeah, that's
AT,
the whole thing. Once you pass, if we were able to pass by Bashes,
yes.
that's where it becomes a lot of businesses and stuff. So I
Yeah.
mean, her map basically takes us to that Bashes
And then drops you off.
for a route because that route that if we were able to follow it to a T, would have taken you through nothing but neighborhoods
Yep.
and would have taken you from Nancy's house, which is the direction of Nancy's house is in front of us because right now
Hmm.
we're
Correct.
at Oracle.
Yep.
It would have snaked you all through without only hitting one major stoplight. That would have been the one that's down there to
Hmm.
our right.
And I think that's probably
Dang,
why she did that. You see,
stay in your lane over
right?
there,
Trying to, it's like inch. I'm late. I gotta get to work. Um,
dude.
this is the point of us doing this. Is this? Oh, this is where we were, guys, when we did the walk,
When we did all the
when we did the search,
searches,
right?
at the
So we're heading back towards Nancy's house. I will say this.
I'm not gonna go back to Nancy's house though. I don't want to go back to that neighborhood.
Mm-mm,
We'll just go where we dropped off our cars.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, I can see if we were able to follow the map directly, if the GPS didn't decide to be a freaking twat and take
Mm-hmm.
us the other, we would have only hit one stoplight, another intersection that was a stop sign, um, and would have wound us all the way through the roller coaster road. And I think when we were at that roller coaster road, there were like one road that went off to the side. If
Yes.
I would have went to the right instead of I went to the left, that was my fault, I think. But it was also GPS's fault because I
Yes.
was being
Yes.
set.
Sending us in circles, boy.
But
But the point of her
giving that
giving
map
that map is to show that we're not hitting any of
any of
these
these,
any stoplights. Like we're heading towards back in the area of Nancy's home. We're not heading back to her home,
yeah, we're
but
crossing.
we're headed in the area. We're going back to where we began.
Yeah, because I will be coming up on Luke Street here in a minute. We'll be passing it anyways.
Okay. Oh, where the, raid was.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
His
we're gonna
his
pass that
his
for
house is on
as well.
this side of the neighborhood. Nancy's is like that way,
Okay.
kind of diagonal.
So he's saying his house is on this side of the neighborhood, guys, and then Nancy's is that way. Because we're gonna have to make a right to head towards Nancy's, towards her neighborhood, but we are passing her neighborhood. One of the
Yeah, there's Luke's right there.
there Luke's is down that way. Yeah. I don't know, guys. This is just crazy. Somebody said there's a welcome to next Mexico sign. We haven't been traveling for that long. You're funny. Um, let me see. Someone gave an apology. I don't know what they said. I don't think she's around there. I think whoever took her didn't plan for her to die. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree
I
with that
agree
too.
with that. But if you do all this recon to know about her, then you know that she has a pacemaker. You don't can't startle an 84-year-old with a pacemaker with heart issues, right? But what the hell did they think was going to happen? You
Right.
know,
Well,
I could have a heart attack just by being scared. You know,
yeah. Well, now the problem is whoever did this is looking at possible capital murder charges.
they well, you heard what Trump said. Trump said if she doesn't come out alive, that he gonna push the DOJ for the death penalty, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so this is at this light right here, guys.
yeah,
Right here, if we went back this way,
we could go
we
back
would
to
go back to Nancy's neighborhood that way.
yeah.
So you see how close Luke, not saying, I'm just saying how close the house was to here. Luke Daly's mom's home to here,
They
to,
still
to
haven't
the
said
opening.
they still haven't even said why they raided this house yet.
I was just saying, I was looking at an article. I mean, I was looking at a true crime episode, and they were saying, there was a guy named Chris. He married this woman named Teresa. I want to say it was in
Oh,
Jersey. Oh, don't make make it right on red.
yeah.
I don't know if it was in Jersey, but he unalived his wife.
Mhm.
He ended up unaliving himself as well, but he did put a map to say where she went. She shouldn't have. She proposed to him, and it was just everybody was like, "This is too early." Then she find out he's an alcoholic, and there are videos of him. The neighbors reported it outside. You hear him yelling at her. You can hear this outside the house. I would have left. I would have left because that it's not safe. Now, I said all that to say this. They raided his home for 30 hours. They were there for 30 hours.
30 hours.
Yes, and a reporter said, okay, they're gonna find something. And she sounded like many of us out here with the raid with Nancy, right? Something's gonna come to an end. And she was like, wait, so they were there for 30 hours and nothing? Yes, nothing.
Yeah, well, his warrant, or not warrant, but his oh my god, brain dead. It's too early in the morning for me. Search warrant is still sealed, so we can't
Oh, it's
get
still sealed.
yeah, we can't get into what the search warrant was even for yet.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
So she said the search warrant is still sealed, which makes sense because they have not come to a conclusion. So everything in regards to this case will probably still be sealed until, because it's still an open investigation. So it says the ransom note said that they didn't realize how bad her heart condition was,
Oh, the
making me
most
think they have met her before. I believe that they met her before.
you're talking about the recent apology one that supposedly came out?
Yes, I didn't even know about this. Y'all know more. I told y'all I'll be making the donuts and learning how to make the donuts. So let me see. They probably were taking care of her, but Nancy died, and that's why the note stopped. I was hoping that they were taking care of her. I was really hoping that this was all about money and that they were taking care of her until they got the money. But I mean, at this point in time,
Okay. I'm not gonna put you guys back on the gimbal because it's too much of a pain in the ass. Okay, stop your crap. You're just being ridiculous. But yeah, we're here in front of God. It's too early in the morning for me. But we're here. Um at ay, 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 at the Starbucks up the street from Nancy's. But if the GPS would have been able to take us on the right route, we would have been it would have taken us through all the neighborhoods that would be really dark, and most of the houses, I know you guys probably couldn't tell, but most of the houses were far off the road and um concealed by a lot of bushes and um uh trees and shit like that. Um yeah, Tay Tay. Colossal Caves, Crystal Caverns. What is it? It's pretty much vast open desert out there. It's like one big road and nothing but open desert on the way to the caverns and stuff. Is there what the heck is Mezuzah? I have no idea what that is. I don't understand how will you find out who I know who was able to write the first ransom note and not the second one or any of the other ones. I know. I don't get it. The GPS was set to Spanish, right? No, he hasn't resigned yet. The they did have a city council meeting and stuff about it. I'm sorry, you guys. I wasn't able to answer, or if anybody had any questions and stuff, I wasn't able to see nothing. I'm just scrolling back in the chat here a second. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else. But basically what we what we really wanted to do was to kind of like show what the route would have looked like at this time at night. I mean, the it's almost 3:20 now. There are a lot of people who work these late hours. I mean, I hear a few cars driving by, but normally there's not really anybody out here at this time. I mean, when we were driving, especially in those neighborhoods, um, we only came up to a few cars. Excuse me. So, I mean, the possibility of them not meeting up with anybody else that's driving is very possible. Um, this whole case is just a giant shit show. Sorry, but it is. Nothing makes sense. I mean, if it was a targeted abduction, they obviously didn't pay attention a whole lot to um her health and what her needs were. Because I don't, I hate to say it, but I don't think she made it much longer after she was taken because she's 84 years old for one thing, for crying out loud. Ah, this is obviously had to do with money. I'm just wondering how close a perpetrator, right? I mean, exactly. How did they know Nancy? Um, how did they know Nancy's connections? You know, Carla Barron is talking about that place. Which place? After 7 days. Yeah. Now I'm still trying to figure out. See, there is a really nice restaurant that's back over here called Fleming's. Fleming's. It's a really nice restaurant. So I'm trying to figure out if that's where the restaurant worker was. Because why? I still want to know how the hell does someone's work glove get dropped off just down the road from her house, which would have been right out here because, oops, out there because that's Campbell right in front of us. That's Campbell over there. So how'd that glove get from their work to out front of Nancy's house? It doesn't make sense. It's just kind of suspicious to me. And all the other gloves that were out there were all searcher's gloves. I mean, I can kind of understand because, they probably put the gloves in their back pocket and, pull out a glove and, or when they take them off, put them in their pocket and it could fall out. I think it goes back to the people in her family. It it could, but I honestly I don't think Tomas and Annie had anything to do with it. And I don't know what other family supposedly lives out here. I mean, they say that chick Kayla is related to Nancy by marriage, would then would tie which would tie in LD as to, maybe the reason why they went to his house. I don't know. It's just it's baffling. I am so disgusted with this case that I'm just hoping that behind the scenes they have been doing a lot. 'Cause, I mean, maybe they raided these people's houses to see how they would react afterwards. Like, are they gonna run off to, they gonna make phone calls and run off to other people who are involved in this? I'm not a detective, so I don't know. Hey, everybody. Not fact, but there, but through different outlets, it has been said she was on. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she had a heart condition. She had a pacemaker, so she more than likely was on blood thinners. Yeah, she could have easily gotten, or even I remember when my grandmother, before she passed, her skin was so thin. I mean, if you know, held her hand or held her arm, like guiding her someplace, and if you moved wrong, you would tear her skin so super easy. Oops. But, I think, like you said, this whole thing probably went way wrong. Oh, that's you. Oh my God, her footsteps echoed in front of me. They they echoed like over here, and I heard like footsteps, but it was her walking behind me. Fucking scared the crap out of me. Jesus. My cousin was on them and got in a pool. Oh, damn. Ouch. Hey, Bone Crusher. I'm good. Sleepy. Very, 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 very tired. I'm about ready to go home and go back to bed. Excuse me. But, I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. Since her GPS got the route out of here so confused, um, that definitely it's somebody who lives here in Tucson who knows this area, plain and simple. 'Cause I mean, I just went on the most confusing drive in my entire life trying to get from point A to point B, through all the back roads, and it you definitely have to know the area. I mean, plain and simple, you have to be from here. It's not gonna be someone coming from some, different country or whatever unless they've been or are here a lot. What stereotypes? That's a shadow, not a black. What are you talking about? Tay Tay behind me? That's who was with me in the car. But, you know, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I've been up since I was like in a dead. Yeah. Yeah, no. That's that is Tay Tay. She was with me. Her channel is called Travel with Tay Tay. She's been out here also, following the Nancy Guthrie case, and her and we've done a couple searches and stuff together. It's There's only one place left that I want to search, And to search it, I'm gonna have to get permission from the owners to get down into the wash because their properties all back up next to each other. There's no like easement through it. So to get down to the wash legally, I'm gonna have to get permission. And that's where I'm sure everyone's heard of the coordinates that kept getting put out, that someone kept putting out coordinates of where she's at. Well, those coordinates pop up into this neighborhood right in a neighborhood that their property lines are like back to back. So there's no way to get into the wash without trespassing. So I'm gonna have to get permission. Hey, Mo. So when I do that, I mean, that's my last place to look. And after that, everything's been looked. But whoa, dang it! I just missed something here. Damn skunk, you're on it. Mm, take a look at Carla Barron's lectures. Okay, I'll have to check her out. I haven't heard of that name before. In my opinion, 2 weeks daily driving to area. Oops, to the road to Mexico. I mean, I did take that route once. I did, show, but to get from here all the way out to the road to, the highway to get to, what is it, 19 to go to Mexico, you're passing, I mean, you're going to be like visible a lot visible route hole. But when you pass that semi, what if they was able to move her in the car that way? Was, yeah, when after I passed that semi, when I turned around, but when I went back, I should have went right, but her GPS was telling me to turn left. But I think if I would have went, went right, I would have finished Annie's map, and it takes you more through some more back roads. I mean, the map was very detailed as, certain. I'll post it as soon as I get off the live. I will put it up. Who the hell is pulling in here at this time of night? Uh, some creepy old dude. Jesus. One thing for sure, Nancy did. Yeah, somebody. This story Savannah told on TV doesn't make sense. Her sister called the PD before calling. I'm okay. Let me put it this way. I can see how that would happen because I mean, your first thing is okay. You go to your mom's house. You notice that she's not there. There's blood out at the front of the road or the front of the door. My first thing that I would do, I would call the cops before I'd call my family because there's obviously something happened because there's blood. Um, if there wasn't any blood, yeah, I probably would have called my family first, saying that I don't know where mom went, da da da, what should we do next? But she called the police. Whew, I got hair sticking straight up. She called the police, and then I'm sure they showed up quickly right after, and they're going to be asking her a lot of questions. You know, they're going to be talking to her because I mean, there was what, an hour until she called Savannah, I think. So, I mean, I could see why she did not call Savannah right away, because she was busy with the police. I mean, that's the way that's the way I see it. I mean, I could be wrong. I'd call the police first too. It makes total sense to call the police first. Yeah, I mean, I know I got alpha because I got the wind blown. from behind me. Um, you're all lucky I just don't have bed head because man, crawled out of bed and pretty much just got dressed and brushed my hair and I was out the door. I didn't want to get up. I was snoozing good. Maybe the perp waited for rush hour to get to the high. It could be. I mean, there's so many could be's and coulda, shoulda that it's ridiculous. There's so many different escape routes from that neighborhood. But the one of Annie's that she put, I mean, I can kind of see now why she did that one because those houses through all those streets, they are far set back from the road, or they have a lot of bushes and trees and stuff right in front. So there would, if there was cameras, they would not get a good view. You know what I mean? Well, see, I'm parked in front of a CVS. A CVS open 24 hours a day? I don't know. I don't see his car anymore. But yeah, especially seeing Bud and she isn't there as much. Yeah, I mean, I would have called the cops first because I mean, I would be like, "What the frick happened? You know, where's my mom? There's blood." Yes, make sure. Oh, trust me, I never take the same way home on my way home. Ringo Hush. No, he's gone. But it's easy to lose somebody in my neighborhood. It's a lot of twisty, turny. Um, but I mean, there's several different ways. I mean, then you have the route that was over on Camino de Real or something like that, where they that camera that had all those cars that passed by their house, if they went that way, they would come right out on River, and from River you can go anywhere, and they would have came out on River where there isn't a stoplight. It was just a stop sign. Oh, hey, Cajun. We just did we went to Nancy's house and basically ta I crawled out of bed and showed up at Nancy's house around 1:47 or whatever, 'cause that's the time that her camera was disconnected, and then at 2:48, we left from her neighborhood and followed, Annie Guthrie's map that she put out, that she was asking to everybody along that path to look at their cameras. Um, and that path takes you through so many different neighborhoods that you don't really see any main roads. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing I ever went on. The whole thing is just sad because of her age. Yeah, it is. I mean, my mom is in her 80s, and it terrifies me that, something like this could have happened to her or something. So it kind of hit me close. But there's so many different routes. Because, I mean, granted, Nancy's street, there's only one way in, one way out. But once you get off that street, there's like four or five different exits you could take from there. Yeah, this case is strange. Nothing makes sense. Absolutely nothing makes sense. Because I mean, at first, the whole thing was that it was a robbery gone wrong. Then, because y'all remember towards the very beginning, there was a gym show going on up here, and one of her next door neighbors obviously had a booth or something out there. And he was putting a bunch of boxes in the car. So at first, I thought maybe it might have been a robbery gone wrong. Went to the wrong house. Something happened. But then, if you're robbing someplace and someone dies, you don't take the person with you. I mean, that's the last thing that you're going to do is take someone with you. So the only thing that kind of makes sense is, them going there specifically to get Nancy and then take her specifically. That's why I think sometimes some of those, the first ransom notes might have actually been true. Yeah, the perp's backpack was full. I got to thinking that maybe what if was in the backpack was clothes or those painter suits, where you have the hood and then, it's like a zip up um like cloth like jumpsuit. What if that's what was inside the backpack? I don't know. We can only speculate. You just sent me. Okay. Should I read it now, Skunk? Skunk, should I read it now or? But true. But whatever was inside that backpack was definitely something soft because it's a nah, it's about our oh God, no. Okay, thanks. Yay. Hmm. What's going on now with that one? Um, but what was ever in that backpack, it was soft. Tarps are usually, especially like if they're like, blue tarps are they're not smooth, so it's folded up or wadded up, it's gonna be pointy. That backpack was basically stuffed to the gills and it was smooth. So um that's why I'm thinking, well, maybe it's clothes. Oh, okay, thank you, Skunk. Why are you sitting in the dog talking? I didn't know there was a dog talking. I think it was clothes or those, yeah. I mean, it's the only thing that kind of makes logical sense. Because anything else, they're pretty damn stiff and it's going to poke on the edges of the backpack. It's not going to be smooth like that. That's why I think whatever's in there's got to be soft. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, the searches has been freaking ridiculous. There's never been an organized search. I know I've done a lot of searching on my own, and like Arizona Searcher and something monkey and a couple of other YouTubes. I know we've all crisscrossed on some of the searches that we've done, but hey, it's better to search an area twice. But there really wasn't a search. I mean, they had a couple dogs, or they had a dog trying to get a scent. I guess that's when they kind of first the speculation that she might have walked away, but that quickly changed. So they called off those searches. Yeah, it was way too smooth to be anything else. Yeah. Good. Y'all, it's 3:39. I'm exhausted. I was having a really good sleep before my damn alarm went off. I about threw my phone across the room. I was like, "No, I don't want to go." But yeah, I'm tired. And oh, excuse me. I wish the other streamers would do whatever you do streaming while driving. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was talking to Tay Tay about Annie's map, and people don't know what it's like out here at night. I mean, how few cars there are driving around. It's pretty quiet, but I mean, the cars are starting to pick up a little bit right now because it's getting at this time in the morning. There's a lot of people who drive a good distance to go to work. Have you been to the empty house construction site where Jim was doing his search? Seen on Jim's show. I'll have to look at it. I've only caught part of Jim's. Is that one that he did today? I mean yesterday, sorry. And it's about 30 minutes into it. Okay, I'll check it out because there's a few houses out there that are under construction. Well, what the hell was that? That was a big old flash over there. 5:40 in Texas. Yeah, if something happened to her when they took her, like, say, she did not make it out of that house alive, they're not gonna wanna travel very far with her, statistically speaking, um, but if she was alive when they took her, maybe alive for however long, who knows where they could be because, they don't have that. Either way, it's gonna a risk of being someone that's kidnapped at the junior car or someone who has passed away, you know what I mean? So either way, it's a shit show. I've never understood cruelty as that. I know, right? What confuses me is that the police are not allowed. Yeah, they were really against the searches at first. They were saying that first the rumor was that you had to have a permit to do searches, and I was like, excuse me. Um, and then putting all the restrictions. Um, in her neighborhood, all the main media left because it was too much for them to trek all their equipment in there. It was, and in, 90, 100-degree weather, who's going to want to do that? Yeah, I should buy, no, you should buy me a gaming PC. Romance or money, follow the lead. If it was romance, romance with who, though? I feel like she's close to her house. See, that could be, very possible. Hold on a second. Jesus. Y'all are crazy. I didn't mean to say put show on that one, but well, infrared technology has never been. You know what, chips, you're gone. Bye bye. Say hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, unless I took her to a hospital. Yeah, and I think that they took her and she accidentally passed away from them, and I think that's why we really haven't heard anything else from the kidnappers, as in a way of communications with Savannah, Annie, or their brother, or the police even. Um, 'Cause, I mean, it would just be nice if they could give something so as to where she is located so the family can have closure. Yeah, if it was my mom, I'd be a freaking wreck, and the family is a wreck. I mean, they're all going through it. They're going through it pretty bad, and I feel bad for them. I mean, it's got to be horrible. That's like one of your worst nightmares. But okay, I'm gonna actually go for real this time. It's 3:44. I gotta get a couple hours sleep because I gotta get up around oh, shit 7. So in a couple hours I gotta get up. So I'm gonna try to get a few hours of sleep, and then I don't know. We'll figure out something later, and hopefully I can get permission to go to that house down there in the wash to go look in there. And if I do, I will keep you all posted. Okay. So good night, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good night.